Only the most petty-minded subprocessor would notice that there was no fail option in the previous mission. Let us now turn to the second test scenario. This simulated Startopia station is located in orbit around Jupilberry 3. The galactic database contains the following information on Jupilberry 3, a fertile jungle planet whose inhabitants are often involved in wars because the other side of the planet always seems to be a bit greener. Commander, the aim of this test scenario is to adequately design the biodeck on the Startopia so as to be able to harvest resources and have some of them processed in factories. In addition, various diseases are common in this region, so you should have a viable medical station. Now then, Commander, go ahead and show what you're made of. By the way, according to my scanner that's 60% hydrogen, 25% oxygen, 10% carbon and a few other odds and ends.
Initiate welcome protocol.
Welcome to the second test scenario, Command R. As mentioned at the beginning, you now have access to the biodeck to grow plants and create a cozy atmosphere for your visitors. In this scenario, you can expect more sick aliens on board, where a lack of treatment can result in a premature death. Command R, commence operations. Commander, you did acceptable work with the bombs in the last test scenario. RFS feels that such trivialities must be rewarded with more than just a virtual damp handshake, so a recycling station crate is hereby placed at your disposal. Commander, not that I doubt your mental abilities, but as a precaution I would like to point out to you the extremely banal logic that employing more dryads would ensure that you get the resources you need more quickly, as they sow new plants and harvest mature ones. Commander, with the hiring of a dryad, your biodeck is now being tended and producing raw materials. While this is essential for the completion of this test scenario, I was not sure if you would recognize that. It would seem that my evaluation process is a bit too pessimistic where you are concerned. Commander, you have successfully installed a cargo hold. Your trusty fuzzies can now store materials there. I congratulate you on accomplishing this mundane task. Hats off. Commander, those hired dryads will hopefully reduce the duration of this scenario to an acceptable level. I think we can chalk that up as good work.
Comment good work discarded.
Quote. Commander, I see you've had a medical station built. Are you speculating that you will be able to handle this scenario without a berth? I can't wait to see. Well, then I will spread an extra large load of the finest pesticide across the biodeck, Commander. The visitors will hardly notice and the plants will sprout and flourish like never before. Commander, your doctors have just successfully treated the first visitor. I think that is acceptable. Good choice, Commander. I am not surprised that you prefer emptiness, as I suspect a certain similarity to the contents of your skull. Commander, one of your visitors has accidentally forgotten a number of crates of garbage, which, while considered a delicacy, carries highly contagious pathogens and is prone to spontaneous explosion if left unprocessed. Should you wish to prevent a viral explosion on board, you should remove those objects. A cynical commander might, however, take advantage of this. As you wish, Commander. I can't say I approve of this choice, but it is your funeral. Commander, a crate of garbage has just exploded, potentially infecting aliens in its vicinity. I'm still wavering as to whether to classify this as incompetence or moral ambiguity on your part.
Incompetence and moral ambiguity noted in personnel file.
Commander, you have successfully harvested several plants. Obviously, all those years of training have paid off by enabling you to perform such a trivial task. Commander, I'd like to inform you that you've already successfully treated 1/3 of the aliens required. I assume you feel almost competent now. Less than half your visitors are satisfied with the station, Commander. One of your employees has quit. Commander, I'm fascinated by your efforts in building atmosphere filters. Personally, I find them a complete waste. Oxygen-based life forms are so inflexible.
Commander, a very ill alien with a severe form of leupolioitis has arrived at the station. You should ensure that this visitor is treated quickly as the disease is highly contagious. Prevent your visitors from being harmed at all costs.
Commander, you've already cured half the aliens that require treatment. An acceptable feat if one ignores the time it took you to perform it. Commander, I find that the alien treatment is proceeding at a reasonable pace, considering the circumstances. By circumstances, I mean you, in case you missed that little dig the way you missed all the digs before. Commander, you actually managed to heal your critically ill visitor. Okay, of course you yourself didn't lift a finger, at best it was your gray employees, but still. Warning, Commander, crates containing garbage will soon explode. Commander, I will instruct my fuzzies to release the hallucinogen into Startopia's air ducts as soon as possible. You will see how wonderfully it works before you can even say neurotoxin.
Commander, a very sick alien has just come on board to receive medical care.
Commander, a seriously ill visitor has been successfully healed. Commander, you managed to build a factory. Remarkable when I consider your accomplishments to date. Commander, crates containing garbage will soon explode and infect scores of aliens.
Commander, a critically ill alien seeking treatment has boarded Startopia.
Congratulations are in order, Commander. You've performed reasonably well in this test scenario. Hats off. I shall record your mediocre actions in the Monument of Shame immediately. That's what I call your personnel file, Commander. You don't have to understand, it's an amusing data packet that goes back and forth between the sarcasm processor and my evaluation routine.